Alternatives was created by a group of community people who wanted to do something about teen drug abuse. Started in the 70s. From Alternatives' perspective, the importance was working with the young people to address the underlying issues. So that meant creating after-school programs, doing work in the schools around relationships, building their skills to be able to do well in school and interact with their parents, and employment programming. So Alternatives was one of the few agencies that's had teen employment programming since the 70s. Young people really need a safe space to be able to think through issues and talk about what they're experiencing. We've been very intentional in a lot of our programming to have young people talk with each other about what are issues they're facing, and providing a creative way to express that.
Engage them with hands-on learning, and then also social-emotional skill development, conflict resolution, communication, skill building. Every Thursday we host a sister circle.
Help change the climate of the school, but also teach the teachers and also the students of a different way of dealing with conflict within the school. One way with restorative conversation, another with peer conferencing, or circles to kind of deal with a lot of the issues within the school. On the flip side of that, my role is also to refer the youth to other services within the communities or connect them to the services within the community as well.
For individual counseling, I see students that come in with a wide range of issues, such as depression, anxiety, substance use, family conflict, school issues, and much more. For group counseling, I run a trauma-focused group for Spanish-speaking immigrants who have either crossed the border, who have left family behind in their home countries, or get here and have difficulties even getting along with family members. And the other group that I am going to start running is a boys group that is aimed at talking about anger management issues, some more behavioral issues, and also exposing them to higher education. And during the summer, there are two groups that are offered, the girls group and an acculturation group for newly arrived immigrants.
Research collaborative of young men of color that is run here every Saturday. The purpose of Maverick is to not really have an end goal. It's a space where young men of color can research issues they face, and that in a way to sort of combat their marginalization and their oppression.
Young people are really perceptive, regardless of the circumstances that young people come to the agency. They have a lot of insight into what's important for their development, but also for our society.
We focus on the youth-led programming. I think we really try to take into consideration what the youth are going through or what they're interested in exploring.
It's something that we don't pay enough attention to, how much they know already. and how they know it, which is very much in an embodied way. And that things that we tend to pathologize, like trauma, can also be thought of as sources of knowledge.
I have to answer them and think about them in a different way than if it was just someone else that I know in a different organization or something. So I really have to take their critiques as valid and challenge myself to answer those and make our organizing much more comprehensive and better.
It gives the kids an opportunity to be heard.
Listening to them, always listening to them.
Allows the children to have a voice that they probably have never had in school.
Young people are our future. It's critical for us to build on young people's strengths. They are creative and they really just need that support to be able to build their skills and move us forward.
Alternatives offers the kids a very unique approach. Not only do we give them an opportunity to express themselves or to feel safe, we also provide them with a tool they can use now and also in the future. I think alternatives focus more holistic. It gives them nurturing. It gives them a lot of things that they probably wouldn't get from another agency. There's a lot of agencies out here that only reach the tip of the iceberg. They don't go under the surface and find out what's going on with kids or even get to know them.
So, my name is Heaven.
My name is Roman.
My name is Julian.
My name is Sebastian.
Olivia.
My name is Avery.
Chris.
I'm 16 years old.
I'm in 11th grade.
I'm currently a senior.
17 years old.
I'm 14.
16.
I'm 15 years old.
Even though we may act out sometimes, and even though we might have this statistic on us that we're, just like bad teenagers, we're not, because at the end of the day, like, we're very smart and we have a voice.
The children our age are trying to become role models for the younger children because we are getting older.
Being a good leader takes courage. You need to be brave, and you have to be willing to take risks. And that's what we all do on a daily basis.
We have to be respectable. Like, we can't, we have to show that we have something worth that for adults to listen to us. So the expectation is now more of ourselves. Like, if we fail, now we self-reflect and say, oh, we're not doing this right, or we need to focus on this. That transition from having to be pushed to now pushing yourself is one of the greatest things that I've gained from this.
I just felt like everything I did was wrong, or this was like everything I had to do had to be perfect, or somebody had to appreciate me for me to feel like I'm worth something. I feel like now I'm not going to change myself for what somebody else wants me to be, because like, you be you, I'm going to be me. I'm not going to let anyone change me for anything.
The value in youth voice, it has about as much value to me as money. If you can't have a voice as a youth, you're not going to be able to decide what's going on in the future. If I didn't learn how to do this now, say every youth didn't learn how to do any of this now, there's going to be no movements, There's going to be like no changes in the world.
Every male or female should work towards being the best they can be in life.
You have to work hard to get what you want, and you can go farther in life when you work hard, and that's what the program has showed me, that once you work hard, you can get farther in life.
This program has taught me to be an artist and be true to myself and true to the people that's around.
I want to be a graphic designer or a photographer.
I would like to be a doctor.
So I would like to make music, like that's my career.
I just fell in love with accounting and finance, so that's what I want to do, and by 30, I want to own my own business.
Actor or stand-up comedian.
Here I want to be a teacher, a lawyer, or a detective.
It's about doing something that's going to make me feel satisfied with myself at the end of every day and being able to wake up and do it again and still feel happy.
If I ever get famous, this is the first place I'm going to come back to.